how does it feel to be like, quote you, Bush or Obama and McCain? Dude, I've seen a lot of your videos, and all I can say is you're a fucking puppet. You really are. You know, a bug out bag's a great thing to have. It really is. Uh, a natural disaster, a bug out bag could help you a lot. But when you believe that when the economy collapses, that a bug out bag is an essential, it's not. Why? Because this is simple. When the economy collapses, people are only going to care about a few things. They're going to raid stores, but they're not going to go in for anything elaborate like a television. They might go in for shoes, clothing, a tarp, maybe, food, guns. So if you go in there, most likely you could survive by getting a couple of cans of food, getting a few things, water, and sneaking in and getting a gun. Real simple. Now, when you look at the economy and if it collapses, the great thing is the belief that, these little kids, these kids are going to have guns too, and they're going to hold you up. Great, great thing to know in any type of urban survival is this. The guy's holding a gun at you, and their hands like this, they're not going to pull the trigger. They don't want to be doing it. Give them the stuff, you survive another day. But hey, maybe the guy has a steady hand. Guess what? Give him your stuff. He'll probably go away. Now, if not, the guy's shaking, you just don't want to deal with him. It's simple. It really is. If the guy has a gun to my face, simple move. Down the wrist. Remember, there's nerves in your hand. It drop the gun pretty damn quickly. It's a simple thing in life, and it really is. Urban survival has no basis of reality. Because urban survival, unless there is a war and you are killing, Russians, or if, let's say there's a zombie outbreak, those are the only time humanity will lose all sense of being. You look at Katrina. People said, oh, they were stealing a lot of stuff. Man, look at their carts. Yeah, there was a few bad apples who took TVs and crap like that. But most of them, they took shoes, they took food, they took water. Life essentials. And most of them went back to the stadium and handed it out. So, I see you saying, oh, I should have a gun. Yeah, everyone should have a gun. They should at least have a 22. Because in North America, every big animal or game animal has died by the hands of a 22. A 22 is the perfect gun. Now I see you and you say, oh, this is my ammo supply. Dude, your ammo supply isn't anything. An ammo supply to survive with, you might want something like 100,000 rounds. Because, dude, guarantee it, you probably don't shoot that well. Also, in hunting, guns aren't important. Guns are the least likely thing I would take out to hunt game. To hunt deer, a bow and arrow. You can take 2 bow shots and take down a deer. 1 gunshot, the other deer is running. I see people, looking at your videos and liking them. But dude, you're going to die before me. Because, you have a lot of cool kits. Your stuff is some of the best kits in the world. Some of the best name brand crap I've ever seen. Because it is, in all truth, crap. Because there's something really cool about this. A Bic lighter costs you $1.25 maybe. They have about a big Bic, you can get about a year's use out of it. And then you still have flint. So if you have cotton balls or cattails or anything like that, you can still make fire. So I see you with, these cool products, but they're more of a hassle to learn how to use than a Bic lighter. In a perfect world, if you have to survive, the one necessity, the one thing you should have on you 24/7 is a Bic fucking lighter. Because, dude, in the middle of the cold, if you remove that child safety, you're going to be able to light your lighter. It might be harder than hell to light a fire striker and try to get a fire when your hands are shaking. lighter. I don't care how cold it is. I'm a smoker. I've lit cigarettes in -5 degree weather. So, I don't care what you say about, fire strikers being better. It's a hell of a lot easier to have a lighter. It's a hell of a lot easier to actually still know your primitive skills. If you are able to set a bow drill fire, you are better off than that guy with the fire still. Because once that fire still gets lost, you have shit. You have nothing to survive with anymore. Fire is better than shelter. In a cold night, you don't need a shelter if you have a big enough fire. On a hot day, fire isn't that important, except you want to boil your water. You want to cook your food. So, this kit you have, yeah, man, I'll agree a gun's a good thing to have in your kit. A good knife is a great thing to have. Again, this is my urban survival knife. It isn't for anything other than my personal protection when I walk out my door. I have knives that are survival knives. Knives that I would guarantee are sharper than any knife you have in your household. Because I take care of my knives. I make sure as hell, when it comes down to it, that my knives could be as sharp as a damn medical scalpel. I'm not saying I'm a survival expert. That's the last thing I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm better than you. And I don't have half the crap you have. Because, it's simple. I need to boil water. These damn things, aluminum fucking cans, they're everywhere. I don't need a water bladder. I don't need an expensive stove cooker. All I need is a hot fire. And like I said, with a Bic lighter, that's a 10-second job. Dude? Like I said, I hope you feel happy about being a puppet. Because I have that feeling that you are one of those people who are so worried about Y2K. So worried about that happening. And when it ended up not occurring, you had 400 rolls of toilet paper, enough MREs to feed the U.S. Army. And for what? Nothing. So don't have a survival kit for the belief that an economy is going to collapse, because, dude, it ain't fucking going to happen. And even if it does, there's plenty of cultures that economies have collapsed on, and they're still doing great. They're still doing better than most people. So, this is Kill Ogre. Dude, I get over myself every fucking day. And this is a quote from Daryl Horner. You need to get the fuck, not the fuck part, you need to get over yourself too. Because guess what? What you're doing, trying to say you're a big guy and you can survive in the wilderness. Now, any day of the week, you give me a Bic lighter and a knife, I will out-survive you in seconds.